Hello everyone, Black Sentinel here, playing some more Danganronpa today. So we have a trial coming up for Sakura's death. A very untimely and kind of unfortunately figured. Um, so let's go ahead and figure out what's going on. Everybody's here. 6 students, man. This room used to be packed. Monokuma made his announcement, and everyone began to meet up one after another. And then, the ultimate martial artist. A locked room murder mystery.
What?
What the? Oh, I've just recently discovered the power of emoticons. Like, no matter how awful something is, if you toss a smiley face, it turns positive.
Yes, indeed.
For example, you're at a picnic and you find a dead body. XD. Okay. The laughing emoji. Okay. Or emoticon. This is just plain creepy. Yeah, you think? And how about the reverse? No matter how great something is, if you put in a sad face, it makes it look super negative.
Yes, indeed.
For example, do you have 100 friends? Okay. He's right. That does make it seem sad.
I can't wait. I can't
Now
wait.
then, please get on the elevator. Oh, I hope he stops with that. Nope, never mind. He's all right. I'll see you all down there. Okay. Okay. What the hell was that? I don't get it.
Just the worst.
I don't get you guys. How can you act so casual after murdering someone?
Don't look at me!
I don't think I'm acting casual.
Don't be mean!
I mean, I didn't murder anyone.
What the heck?
Yeah, I'm completely innocent. How dare you call me a murderer?
What the heck?
Whatever. Either way, the truth will be revealed soon enough. Because there can be no doubt one of us is the culprit. The killer, the one that murdered Sakura. She was stronger than anyone I know, and yet someone killed her. I mean, they use poison. It doesn't matter how strong you are, really. Unless you have, like, an immunity to said poison, you're kind of you're kind of not okay. Alright, and that person is here? That person is one of us? Yep. Hey, Kyoko, you got anything to add? Standing around here isn't going to do any good. Let's get going. Okay. Now here we go. Come on, it's time to put an end to this. I made my way toward the elevator, but with each step I took, I felt like I was moving further and further away from my goal. I could feel a chilling fear running through me, trying to make me rot from the inside out. No matter how many times I go through this, it never gets any easier. We climbed into our steel prison in total silence. We watched the doors close and felt it begin its sinister descent. The elevator lowered, uttering its all too familiar clunking sounds. It fell lower and lower, and as suddenly as always, the ride was over. The doors opened once again. Just the 6 of you, huh? Really? That's so few. You must be so lonely. You say that like it's not your fault. We're all that's left. I wonder, will the class trial be end with one less classmate again? Or will your school life come to an end completely? Now then, are we ready to begin? You know the drill. Find your assigned seats. And so the curtain opened for the 4th time. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal. A deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly fate. A deadly class trial. Yeah, sure. Okay, I have a lot of skills. Cool and composed. Steadies your aim a little. Effective during the... Okay. Ooh, I've only got 2 more skill points. Ambidextrous. Allows you to lock onto 2 statements at once. Effective during the bullet time battle. Ah. Okay. Huh. Effective increases your truth bullet rate of fire effective during the non-stop debate and the bullet time battle. Cool and composed. Stays your aim a little effective during the non-stop debate and the hangman's gambit. Increase the focus gauge by 2 effective during... I don't use the focus gauge. I don't need it. That'll give me my 4 points. I kind of want ambidextrous. Okay. So let's open our e-handbook. Truth bullets. So we have the Monokuma file talking about the injuries that she sustained. We have the rec room door being jammed. Status of Sakura's body. Yeah, she has blood pooling out of her mouth. She vomited blood. Magazine shelf bloodstain. Yeah, there was a bloodstain from the magazine. Oh, the candy wrapper, which only AoE has, but we did find one in Hero's room. So something else is going on. Glass shards on the floor from the bottle that weighed less. No, or was it weighed more? I forget. It had a different weight. It had a differential weight from the actual glass bottle that contained the Monokuma chest figures. A figure on the floor. Monokuma bottles, yeah. Yeah, there was the empty protein bottle. Handprints in the locker. AoE's account of Sakura sending letters to meet with the other 3, Byakuya and Toko, as well as Hiro. Pocket trash. Accidentally fell off. Yeah, Hiro had the trash. Yellow powder. Yep, he had. Sakura had powder. That was the same. Quite possibly the same powder we found in the chem lab. Yeah, Kyoko's examination. It was just 2 blows to the head, not 1, and no blood. Yeah. Toko. Wait. Whoa. Yeah, Monokuma bottle experiment, but no, this. No blood was found on either of her hands. But there was a magazine dying message. That can't be her dying message if she didn't write it with blood. Unless she had some kind of utensil, but we didn't find anything covered in blood. Weird. Okay. The chem lab shelf. Yeah, it was separated by poisons and stuff, but we found a poison among the protein supplements. There was the empty vial that was shattered on the ground with the yellow powder, the footprints in the yellow powder. Okay. Yeah, there's a couple things that kind of link together, but I'm still trying to sort it out in my head. I think I have someone in my head.
Let's begin
But
with
I'm
a
not-
basic explanation
I'm
of
like
the class
maybe
trial.
30%
So,
positive it's
your
them.
votes will determine the results.
Uh-huh.
If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate. Now then, where to begin?
We already know who did it.
Whoa, deja vu.
The one who killed Sakura is one of the people that hated her. Byakuya, Toko, or Hiro. It was one of you.
Idiot.
I had nothing to do with it.
Yeah! I'd never kill someone, no way!
I don't want to hear your stupid excuses.
Hina sure seems really sure that one of those three is the killer. But she must have some reason for believing that. Well, there's AoE's account where she sent the 3 letters to those 3. Yeah. Let's see.
It was one of you. One of you killed Sakura.
Okay.
And what reason do you have for saying so?
Because you all had a motive. You hated her.
Is that it? That doesn't make any sense. That's the only reason you have her accusing us?
That's
No,
low.
come
That's
on.
about as low
I
as
shot it.
Yet.
Whatever. Yeah, no.
It
Just
was
zoom.
one of
Fast
you
forward.
killed-
And what reason?
Fast
Because
forward.
you all- you
Fast
hated
forward.
her.
Fast forward.
That's
Fast
the only
forward.
reason you have her accusing us?
That's
Oh, come
low.
on.
That's about as low as you can.
Come on. Skip.
It was one of you killed.
And what reason do you?
Because you hated her.
Is that it?
That's the only reason you have her accusing us?
There. Jeez.
No, it's wrong.
No. Because we were also told that Sakura met those 3 in particular.
Another reason you suspect them is because Sakura wanted to meet with them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was right before she died. So there's no doubt about it. One of those 3 killed her.
I can't disagree with Hina. There's good reason to suspect all 3 of them. Then does that mean one of them did it? It's quite possible. Pocket trash. Oh, Hero's pocket trash.
The fact that Sakura wanted to meet with all 3 of them, there's no way that's not suspicious. One of you is absolutely guilty.
Yeah.
I don't deny that she wanted to meet with us, but I never went to see her.
Yeah.
I didn't either.
Okay.
Yeah, same here. I never saw her.
Come on. There's no way none of you went. At least one of you is lying.
Okay, so I need to do the pocket trash on he didn't.
The fact that Sakura wanted to meet, there's no way that one of you is absolutely.
I don't deny that I never went to.
I didn't either.
Yeah, same here. I never saw her.
You had pocket
No,
trash
it's wrong.
that AoE had given Sakura.
Hiro, when we were talking before, you dropped a small piece of paper, remember? It was white with red polka dots.
What's that got to do with anything?
Red polka dots? That's gotta be the wrapper from the candy I gave Sakura.
No, it's,
Ever since we got into the warehouse, I totally monopolized that entire box of candy.
Yeah.
So there's no way a single one of them was left in the warehouse.
In that case, Hiro, where did you get that piece of candy?
From Sakura. It's the only explanation.
well, I mean, yeah, sure I got it from her, but she gave it to me forever ago. It doesn't have anything to do with what happened to her.
When? When did she give it to you?
AoE would know 'cause
The
she
last
gave it
time
to
you saw
Sakura.
Sakura was when Hina had to go to the nurse's office, right?
Yeah, so I must have got it sometime before then.
But what Hiro said can't be right. Because Sakura could only have gotten the candy after the incident in the nurse's office. Yeah. And the reason I know that is Hiro got the candy from Hina, Sakura left the candy too much to share when Sakura got the candy.
I got it!
Yeah.
I'm not sure about that, Hiro. Hina didn't actually give Sakura the candy till after she left the nurse's office.
Yep.
So if that was the last time you saw her, there's no reason you should have had that candy.
Damn it. I mean, what I meant was, oh, that's right. I did meet up with her in the rec room. You got a problem with that?
By the sudden hostility.
Yeah, what's going on?
But we just talked. That's all. I didn't do anything. You gotta believe me.
You're acting incredibly suspicious.
You're acting incredibly suspicious.
You are hostile.
It's not just normal hostility. You're the real culprit. I even have proof.
Proof? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about her shining message.
Her dying message that was written in with a finger. What a
At
shining
the
message
scene of the
used
crime,
to
she had written out Toko in her own blood, right? It was her dying message. Just like what you guys were talking about with Sayaka.
That's true. I saw it for myself.
See? See? Toko did it!
What are you saying? No way! I didn't do it!
You just don't know when you're beat, do you?
But doesn't she have a blood thing? She would pass out. She
Hero,
had
hold on.
actually done it.
When did you see that dying message of hers?
Yeah, that's true too.
Huh? Well, when we found Ogre's body. Duh.
But if you recall, Hina was very adamant about keeping you away from the scene of the crime.
Yeah, that's true too.
So it's hard to believe that's when you actually saw the message for yourself.
Huh? Hold on. But when Kyoko found the magazine with the dying message in it, it was above the magazine, on the magazine shelf, under the magazine shelf. It was on the magazine shelf,
I got it!
right?
Kyoko, you found the magazine on the magazine shelf, right?
That's right. Looking through the shelf, I found the magazine with the dying message on it.
Yeah.
I found it right there at the scene of the crime, after we'd started the investigation.
If
Okay.
that's true, then what Hiro just said doesn't really make sense, does it?
Oh lord.
Doesn't make sense?
Was it actually Hiro?
What doesn't make sense? Everything I said makes perfect sense.
Did he kill someone and like doesn't know how to deal with it? There's definitely something strange about it. Kyoko found the dying message during the investigation, in which case that clearly contradicts what Hiro told us. Magazine dying message.
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
And I can tell you when I found the dying message. It was only after the investigation had begun. I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf. When I pulled it out, I saw her final words.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense.
He said he saw a dying message when he first found the body.
I can tell you exactly when I found when Ogre's body was discovered.
And I can tell you when I found the dying message.
Okay, I didn't get to have it.
After the investigation had begun, I found the magazine tucked away
Oh,
on the magazine
come
shelf.
on.
When I pulled it out,
What's your problem? What I said makes total
I
sense.
want the her
I can tell you
message.
exactly when Ogre's body was discovered.
And I can tell you when
I found that
it was only after the investigation had begun. I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine.
when I pulled it out,
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense.
Come on.
I can tell you exactly when Ogre's body was discovered.
No. Dang it. What's wrong, guys? Say something weird?
Shoot!
I need to think about it one more time. There must be a contradiction in there somewhere.
I can
Yeah.
tell you exactly when I found the dying when Ogre's body was discovered.
Okay.
And I can tell you when it was only after the investigation had. I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf. When
Come on.
I pulled it out,
Oh, dang
I
it.
saw her final.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense.
Oh, is he lying about the placement of it?
I can tell you exactly when I found the when Ogre's body was discovered.
And I can tell you when it was.
Yeah, it was
only
on the
after
magazine shelf. So you
investigation.
can't
I found
see
the
it unless you
magazine
went
tucked
to
away
the
on
magazine shelf.
when I pulled it out,
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense.
Okay. Come on. Give me this.
I can tell you exactly when Ogre's body was discovered.
No,
It was on the
it's wrong.
magazine shelf. Why did we have to do the bullet time thing if we
When
already
Sakura's body
discussed
was
it?
found, That magazine was sitting on the shelf nearby. That's where Kyoko found it, after we'd begun the investigation. And you weren't at the murder scene, so there's no way you could have seen it then.
Yeah.
Tell us the truth, Hiro. When did you see the message?
Hold on! You're focusing on the wrong part! Why does it matter when I saw it? All you gotta do is read the Vienna sausage Ogre left us, and we know who the killer is! Toko!
Yeah, but anyone could have faked
I
it.
don't
That's
even
the
know where to
difficulty.
begin with that one.
He's just trying to confuse us.
Actually, can we even be sure Sakura wrote that message in the first place?
Thank you, Kyoko.
Yeah? I think we can all agree Ogre wrote that message. 100%, without a doubt, she wrote it.
Good
And
lord,
the
was
sweet
it
talk,
actually
so
Hiro
you know
and
it's
we're just
true.
dragging this out? Without a doubt. No, I absolutely do doubt it. There's no way Sakura wrote that message. Yeah, she didn't have blood on her hands. Because of... Oh. Okay, well, here we go.
Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. Give it a rest. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap.
Yeah, this ambidextrous is really helping out.
The end is nigh. Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. Give it a rest. Show me the
This should prove it.
Yeah, slight problem with your nonsense.
I'm completely unconvinced that Sakura wrote that dying message. Because if you look at it, the message was almost certainly written using a finger. But both of her hands were completely free of blood.
Yeah.
Say what?
Then, who did write it?
Hiro could very well have written it himself. That would explain how he knew about the message in the first place.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Ah! He admits it!
I figured as much.
Hiro.
But why would you write something like that?
Because I killed her!
Admitting to killing her?
Please,
Yeah.
Just let me explain what happened. I got Ogre's note, and so I headed to the rec room right before noon, just like it said.
Okay.
You just did exactly as the note asked? What a fool.
And when I got there,
Sorry, do you mind waiting? I asked a couple of other people to meet as well. Okay. Would you like a piece of candy? It might help give you some energy. Oh, sure. Thanks.
so that's all she said. After that, we just stood around in awkward silence. Suddenly, I heard her mutter something.
This is it. I'm going to end it today. I'm going to end everything.
As soon as I heard that, I just knew. I knew she was gonna try and kill me. She was gonna kill me and make her escape. So of course I freaked out, and then I saw my only chance. I grabbed the Monokuma bottle from the shelf and smashed it across her head. I hit her from behind before she had any idea what was happening. Then she just went limp. I didn't see her move again after that.
Huh.
Once it was over, I pulled myself together. I realized if I didn't do something, I'd be caught and executed. So I wrote Toko's name in blood across a magazine on the table and I ran away.
I can't believe you! You're the worst! I hope you die! Why?
Well, that's what happened. Go ahead. Roast me. Boil
But she
me,
didn't
do
die
whatever
from
you
the
want.
impact.
You're not
That was
gonna
just an
get
injury.
off that easy. It's death. Death for the one that killed Sakura. We're ready to vote now, right? We know who did it.
No.
No, I think there's more to Hiro's story.
What are you talking about? What else could there be?
That's not what killed her.
There's one thing that Hiro's story just now doesn't explain. And until we figure that part out, we can't consider the case closed.
So what is it that Hiro did not, or did, that doesn't make sense? What would he have left, what would he have had to do after writing the message? Doesn't make sense. Why he didn't use Sakura's finger, why he picked Toko, why the magazine was hidden. Yeah,
I got it!
he said he left it on the table when he
That's
left.
true. Everything you just said. It doesn't explain why the magazine was hidden, does it? By the time the body was discovered, the magazine had been picked up and put on the shelf. Why
Yeah.
would you take the time to write that message, then stick it somewhere we might not find it?
Oh. Well, I didn't hide it. I'm sure I just left it sitting there on the table.
Yeah.
Really?
He's lying. He's gotta be lying.
He's
I don't
not,
see
though.
any reason he would lie now, after already confessing to the crime.
Yeah. He didn't kill her.
He's not lying?
Assuming he's telling the truth, someone else must have put the magazine back on the shelf. In other words, at least one other person was in the rec room both before and after the incident.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think there's any question about that.
But then, who was it?
If they went to the trouble of hiding the magazine, they must not have liked what was written on it.
Someone who wouldn't have liked what had been written on. Yeah, that would be Toko. Because Byakuya wouldn't have given two shits. Kyoko, no point. Byakuya, yeah, Byakuya doesn't care. Toko.
Got it! It had to be Toko, right? Who else would want to hide the magazine other than the person whose name was written on it?
Is he right, Toko? Did you really go to the rec room?
Why would I have... Wait, but more important, that doesn't even matter. We already know who did it, right? Hiro just admitted it.
That's right. I killed her.
No, you
No,
didn't.
you didn't.
Yeah,
Who asked you?
you bashed her in the
Don't
head,
doubt
but she's
Hiro
fine.
attacked Sakura with the bottle. But that's not where this case ends.
What do you mean?
What he means is that Hiro isn't the killer.
Yeah.
Can't be serious. That's just... I don't believe it.
Hiro, tell us what happened one more time. If we go through it once more, it should become clear he's not Sakura's killer.
Yeah.
So, what do you want me to do?
Just tell us what happened one more time when you attacked Sakura.
I don't really see why, but okay.
We haven't reached the end of the case just yet. Hiro isn't the real killer. Yeah. And I have to prove that. Kyoko's examination summary, status of Sakura's body, and yellow powder.
I didn't want to, but I did it. I grabbed a Monokuma bottle from the shelf nearby.
Okay.
I hit Ogre from behind before she could do anything.
You hit her from behind. And you only hit her once. Is that right?
Yeah, just once. After the first swing, the bottle shattered.
Okay.
She went limp.
See? Isn't it obvious? Hiro really is the killer.
Okay, Hero hit Sakura, that's for sure, but that doesn't end there. There's something that proves that the wounds on her head.
I
Yeah.
didn't want to, but I did it. I grabbed a Monokuma bottle from the shelf nearby. And I hit Ogre from behind before she could do anything.
You hit her from behind.
Okay.
And you only hit her once.
Yeah, just once.
Yeah, Kyoko's examination showed she got hit twice in the back of the head.
If Sakura died from Hiro's single blow, that doesn't explain why she had 2 head wounds.
2?
That's right. She had 2 separate wounds on her head.
And remember, this girl examines dead bodies as a hobby. Personally, I'm inclined to believe her.
Fair enough.
But I only hit her once. How could she have 2 wounds?
Exactly.
2 wounds means she was struck twice. What's more, both attacks must have come from a Monokuma bottle.
Yeah, because there was 2 of them
Hold on.
missing.
How can you know that just from some cuts on her head? She was attacked twice with 2 Monokuma bottles?
It's not just because of her head wounds. It's also because of the Monokuma bottles themselves.
Oh, they didn't
There's
switch the
something
bottles.
very suspicious about those bottles.
Okay.
Once you understand that point, you'll understand why 2 separate Monokuma bottles must have been used.
Is it because we found all those shards? I was thinking they switched the kind of bottle.
After the incident, there were 4 Monokuma bottles left on the shelf, right?
Yeah.
And we found pieces of a bottle on the ground, along with the chess piece it had inside.
Yeah.
That was the bottle Hiro hit Sakura with, right?
Yeah.
For now, just note that there were 4 intact bottles and 1 broken bottle.
Okay.
But originally, there were 6 bottles in total, meaning 1 has gone missing.
Okay.
But how can you know for sure there were 6 bottles?
That's easy.
The chess pieces.
If you look at what the bottles all had in common, it should become clear.
Yeah, there was a pawn, bishop, rook. We found the knight. There's the king, which means we need a queen. Correlation between the Monokuma. Yeah, this connection might be the object. Yeah. Cool. I'm glad we're finally pointing out the fact that there's, you know, a queen piece, chess piece. You don't even need to. I've been chess. S. P. E. E. I know
Now I
spelling.
understand. That's it! The chess pieces!
Yes.
Inside each bottle, there was a Monokuma figure holding a different chess piece.
Thank you.
King, rook, bishop,
Bishop,
pawn. I definitely remember seeing each of those.
But we found a knight.
And the piece that was inside the broken bottle we found was
A knight.
the knight, if I remember.
So we need a queen.
So, what's that matter?
I guess you don't know too much about chess, do you? Then let me explain. In chess, there are 6 different pieces. The king, the queen, the rook, knight, bishop, and pawn.
Yep.
What was left intact at the crime scene were the king, rook, bishop, and pawn. Just those 4.
Yep. Plus we found the knight.
And on the ground was the knight.
So we need the queen.
Oh, so the queen is missing.
So we only have evidence for 5 bottles at the scene, while 1 apparently went missing.
What does chess have to do with anything?
It indicates there's 6
Sylvia's
bottles.
way better.
That well.
Wait, no, that's not what I mean. So, let's say a bottle did go missing.
Chogi's not bad. I've played it
There's
before.
still no evidence that has anything to do with this case. That bottle could have disappeared any time before the murder.
No. It's clear that the missing bottle is connected to this case.
How? Now is it clear?
Think about what state the missing bottle must have been in. Maybe then you'll understand.
Yep. Wait, then the bottle that was missing... It was broken? Yeah, it was broken.
I got it!
Yeah, because we found
The
more
bottle
pieces
must
than
have
should have
broken.
been.
What makes you so sure?
Because there was evidence at the scene that supports it.
Huh?
The glasses...
That's right. We found evidence that shows there was more than just one broken bottle at the scene.
I was thinking they switched the bottles and one had
What is
heavier,
this evidence?
like was a denser bottle than the other. So I was wrong about that. It wasn't a single broken bottle, and the evidence that proves that is... Kyoko and I figured it out before. Yeah, you guys weighed the stuff. Bup, 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 bup. There we go.
I got it! Earlier, Kyoko and I did a little experiment. We compared the weight of the broken bottle pieces at the scene to one of the unbroken bottles. And what we found was that the collection of pieces was heavier. And the reason for that is
Because there's more than one bottle.
there was actually more than one bottle's worth of shattered glass.
Yeah. So I was wrong about that. Okay.
So from this, we can surmise that 2 bottles were actually broken at the scene of
Which
the crime.
makes more sense now that I look back at
But
it.
someone did their best to clean up the pieces of one of the bottles, along with the figure inside.
Yeah.
But when they did, they must have left behind a few too many pieces. Which is only natural. They certainly had no way to measure the exact right number of pieces to remove.
True.
But why would they have to try and get rid of it like that anyway?
Because of what it would reveal about the case.
There can be no doubt that the second missing Monokuma bottle is involved in this case. Yeah. Must have been used by Sakura's second attacker.
I got it!
Bowling.
The bottle that was removed from the
Okay.
scene was used the second time Sakura was attacked.
The
Yeah.
second wound on Sakura's head came from that second bottle.
Yep.
Given all the evidence, this is the only possible conclusion.
Which I don't think either of
The killer
those
wanted to make it look like there was only one
actually
attack,
killed her.
so they had to get rid of their evidence.
From there, we can conclude that it wasn't Hiro who delivered that second blow. Wouldn't you agree, Toko? And there's the matter of the magazine. You must have been in the rec room when the incident took place.
Wait! I admit, maybe there was a second attack, but there's no evidence I had anything to do with it.
What about the handprints?
No
Did they
way!
match
You
yours?
killed her! I'm sure of it!
Shut up! Until 2 seconds ago, you were claiming you killed her.
Yeah, but we proved him wrong.
I'm not afraid to admit when I'm wrong.
Yeah.
That's just the kind of guy I am. Plus, I just remembered something that proves it.
Okay, fine. Let's hear it.
A locker.
Right after I got Ogre's note. I was kind of nervous about it, so I went to the rec room early. You know, to stake it out or whatever. So I was waiting there, and that's when I saw her. I saw Toko go into the rec room.
You did?
Pretty soon, Ogre showed up, and she went into the rec room. I assumed Toko was still in there, so I figured everything would be okay. That's why I headed in. But when I got inside, Ogre was all alone. Toko had disappeared.
You just now decided to share that with us?
After the shock of thinking I'd killed someone, I forgot all about it.
Fair enough.
Could someone tighten the screws on his brain? I think they've come loose.
Yeah, well, they've been loose for a long
So,
time.
Toko, where the heck did you disappear to?
You don't know what you're talking about. I never went in the rec room.
I'm sure she didn't disappear, but maybe she found somewhere to hide.
Hiding in the rec room? Don't be ridiculous. Why are you all ganging up on me? You're all nothing but vermin.
No, it's not ridiculous at all. I need proof that Shostoko is hiding in the rec room. Yeah, the locker. And I have it. She left it there for anyone to find. A new element has been added to the bullet time battles. Oh my god, we're still getting stuff? Sure, so far you've probably been pressing the left mouse button during your final strike without a second thought. Okay. But from now on, you're going to have to pay a little extra attention to your finishing blow. Now you have to choose the proper truth bullet to use during your coup de grace. You'll select it the same way as during the non-stop debate, simply pressing the Q key, nor use the mouse wheel. Also, like the debate, if your logic difficulty is set to kind, you'll have fewer bullets to choose from. But for educational purposes, we're going to pretend you're set to mean regardless, just this once, okay? Okay. Oh, by the way, you're about halfway through the game now. Go you. Thanks. Well then, good luck and have fun. Sir, just help me, I have to pay extra attention. Moment of truth? Oh, because normally we just kind of like...
It's a lie!
Normally we just blasted.
I hate you! I curse you! No!
Hold up. I forget how to reload. Reload. Tab. Okay. Cool. Good to know. Escape.
That's enough! I admit nothing. I curse you. I curse you. It's a lie! That's enough! It's a lie! I admit nothing. I hate you. I curse you. No!
There we go. Final strike. Glass shards on the floor. Hiding in the rec room. There.
This should prove it.
Okay. So all it's saying is just choose the right bullet before you blast the cap in her. Good to
Did you
know.
know someone left a handprint behind on the inside of the locker? They must have been hiding in there and put their hand on the wall without thinking. Does this handprint look familiar, Toko?
No, it doesn't.
Okay then, let's just compare it to your hand, shall we? That'll clear everything up, right?
About that.
Wasting my time. Just tell us the truth.
Yeah, you'll listen to
It's my
Byakuya.
handprint.
Dang, she just straight up admitted it.
Then you killed Sakura!
No, I swear, there's no way!
Out with it.
I probably did kill her.
Straight up again.
Wait, what do you mean probably?
Give us the details, Toko. What happened between you and Sakura?
Talk. Now.
After I read Sakura's note, I decided to go there early, so I went into the rec room.
Okay.
I didn't know what she might do if I didn't go, but I was too scared to face her head on. So I figured I'd just sneak in first and hide in the locker.
Then, did you see what happened? Did you see me hit her?
Yes, and I saw you write my name. I saw you forge her dying message.
Well, that's ugly.
That's awkward.
So after he left, I jumped out of the locker and put the magazine back on the shelf.
But when you did, you put it back upside down.
I didn't mean to. I was in a hurry.
Imbeciles, all of you.
Yeah, Bianca, you're the only one that didn't show
Why
up.
did you attack Sakura?
At least as far as we know.
After I put the magazine back, I heard a sound behind me like a monster growling.
Yeah.
And when I turned around,
Sakura was there.
there was Sakura, covered in blood and staring right at me. When I saw all that blood, I fainted. Right there in front of the magazines. I don't remember what happened after that. If you want to know more, you'll have to ask her.
Her. Her, you mean? Oh.
It was your fault after all.
My fault, Master's fault. When our faults combine, they soar to even greater heights.
Just answer the question. Did you kill Sakura?
Well, to be honest, Miss Morose and me don't actually share our memories. So I can't really say what was going on. But I was just minding my own business, sleeping peacefully when someone shook me awake. Was it a prince paying me a visit? I wondered. So I opened my eyes to see.
And you saw her.
Splatter everywhere! I was not prepared for that. And, well, I guess it took me by surprise. I got so startled, I smacked her with the first thing I could find, which I guess was a bottle. Sakura was just worried about you, and you're terrible! No, she's terrible! Thanks to her, I murdered someone who wasn't an adorable boy for the first time ever!
And when it was all over, you collected the pieces of the bottle to get rid of the evidence, didn't you?
I wasn't about to die for some woman! If I'm gonna go down, I want it to be for killing Master!
Just go away and die your meaningless death alone. Don't drag me into it.
But I just can't catch a break, you know? Fate's got it out for me. Cause normally, Sakura should have been able to dodge my attack no problem!
Even as strong as she is, she must have still been reeling from Hiro's attack.
No, there's something more to it.
Hey, come on. That's, you know. But anyway, I'm not the one that killed Ogre. So that's good.
So that's good. Keep talking like that, and Ina's gonna.
Well then, that's that. Let's start the vote.
Huh? I thought for sure you'd have some words for Hiro on that one. She wants to
What's
avenge
wrong?
Sakura more.
Come on, everyone, we're ready to vote, right? Let's do this.
We haven't confirmed anyone
No.
killed her.
Not quite yet.
Huh? Not yet? Why not yet?
Don't you think there was something odd about Toko's story? I mean, you had to have noticed.
Odd. Huh?
Hiro's attack, and then Toko's, but that still wasn't the end of it.
It wasn't?
Tell us your story one more time. Tell us what happened after you fainted. Then even this gaggle of idiots should understand what I'm talking about.
Your wish is my command, darling.
It's not over yet, is it? The one who killed Sakura is... It's a good question. Okay. So, the yellow powder. We still haven't gone over it. Okay.
I was just sleeping peacefully. And all of a sudden, Sakura was right there in front of me. I remember waking up right in front of the magazine shelf.
You were taken by surprise when you saw Ogre covered in blood. So you smashed her head in with the Monokuma bottle?
You got it! I smashed her good!
And where did the attack take place?
Right where I woke up! I killed her there in front of the shelf!
Oh. Status of her body, then. I know what it is. Status of Sakura's body.
And all of a sudden, I remember
Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah.
right where I woke up! I killed her there in front of the shelf!
No, it's wrong.
That's not right because it would have had to have been at the chair.
We found Sakura sitting upright in a chair. If the blow by the shelf was the cause of death, there's no explanation why she was in that chair.
Yeah.
So, you finally noticed.
That's
Oh, whatever.
just another lie from a bloodthirsty serial killer.
Are you sure you didn't attack her while she was sitting in the chair?
No.
No, I'm sure she's telling the truth. Anyone who saw the murder scene should think the same way.
Yeah. This has to be it. The evidence that proves there was an attack in front of the magazine shelf. Yeah, that would be the magazine shelf bloodstain.
I got it! Sakura was definitely attacked in front of the shelf. The bloodstain by the magazines is proof of that.
And
Yeah.
she must have moved the body after she killed her, right? All to make it look like I did it. Because when I hit her, she was sitting in the chair.
Hey, come on now, look at me. I can't carry anything heavier than my own scissors.
Yeah, that's true.
There's no way I can move a muscle-bound heavyweight like that.
Just jam to the music.
Then what's the deal?
Well, are you still convinced the case has come to an end?
Plus, the biggest mystery of all, the locked room, still has yet to be explained.
Exactly.
Until we take care of that,
There's a lot of
we can't
aspects
say
still
this
not
case has been
solved.
properly settled.
Oh, that part's easy. After she killed Sakura, Toko just hid in the locker again.
No, because it was open when we got there.
So she just hid in there till everyone showed up and opened the door? And while everything was all confused and hectic, she just snuck out of the locker into the group.
My thing is, hold up. My thing is, AoE would know if someone was in the room or not because she is the one who fetched everyone else. She is the one who left to go get everyone. She would know for a fact who was in the room because, you know, she'd be like, okay, I found Hiro and I found Byakuya, but I could not find Toko. But hey, we're all here in the room now. Something's not adding up. That I don't think anyone was like hiding in the room, whatever, or you know, the story of the locked room is Sakura would have at this point had to have been the one to have locked herself in the room. Nothing else makes sense. Why she did it, I don't know. But there's also the case of there was the poison and everything, so maybe this was suicide even. Who knows? It doesn't make sense. None of it does. But they're all forgetting that key point, and it's really nerve-wracking. It boggles my head a little bit when it's like, AoE, you're the one who went and fetched everyone when we found the body. You would think you'd know. There's only 6 of us. You are with half of us. You're one of the half that found her. You went to get the other half. It's not that hard to remember 3 people's names, man. Not for her, at least.
No, I don't think that's possible.
The reason there's no way Toko was hiding in the locker is because it was already open when we got there. Come on. Locker was too small. I saw it for myself. I was in the locker. I saw it for myself.
Even before we opened the door to the rec room, Hina and I both got a look inside. And at that point, the locker was already open.
Yeah.
So obviously Toko couldn't have been hiding in there.
Okay then, where was she hiding?
I don't know. What's this whole locked room thing about anyway?
How do you not know? You killed her!
I think the fact that I don't know proves I didn't kill her. Thank you very much.
Fair enough.
You're lying.
No, she's not. I've been saying all along, there's still more to this case.
The yellow powder, the
Genocide Jill
footprints,
didn't do it.
Chem
That means
lab.
Ogre didn't die from the shot to the head.
And
Well, I can't imagine what else could have killed her.
There were no other
because you're
injuries.
overlooking vital information.
This game can be pretty dumb sometimes. Could we really be missing something so important? Yes, the chem lab. If there's another possible explanation, maybe it's... Yellow powder, Monokuma file, and AoE's account. Yeah, yellow powder. Come on. It's that or the Monokuma file.
What was it that killed Ogre? If it wasn't from Genocide Jill's attack, then what was it?
There's no other possible cause. What killed Sakura? I can't think of anything other than the shot to her head.
Nope. Come on, Mako, don't claim up now. Yeah. Sorry.
What was it that killed it? If it wasn't
Was
from
that the last
What was it?
speech?
There's no other what killed Sakura. I can't think of anything other than the shot to... So you're dead set on blaming me, huh?
There's one place I might find a clue, would be written in there. Yeah.
What was it that killed Ogre? If it wasn't from Genocide Jill's attack, then what was it?
Oh, I have like no seconds.
There's no other possible cause.
Or no time.
What killed Sakura? I can't think of anything other than the shot to her head.
No, that's wrong.
Monokuma file said so.
According to the Monokuma file, Sakura had vomited blood. I think we can assume there's a chance this was related to her cause of death. In fact, there was even a trace of blood left around her mouth.
Well, I mean, maybe when she got hit with the bottles, she cut the inside of her mouth.
If that's all it was, the file wouldn't have specified vomited blood. Not to mention, I didn't find any cuts inside her mouth.
You even checked in there? God, you really are into dead bodies!
No, I'm not into dead bodies. What I'm into is solving mysteries.
But if there wasn't a cut or anything, then what made her vomit blood?
Don't forget the protein
Some
bottle.
sort of reaction within her body. Most likely, Sakura was poisoned.
Poisoned?
That's right. This is the conclusion I've arrived at, and so there can be no mistake.
You're making me go all weak in the knees! She was poisoned? It isn't possible!
Is it really so hard to believe? Then let me explain exactly how the culprit was able to poison her.
Yeah.
You can explain it?
Of course, if you don't mind.
Everyone, quiet! Shut up and listen to Master!
But
I don't like
you're
you.
the only one talking.
The key to unlocking this mystery was hiding in the chem lab up on the 4th floor.
Okay.
Not in the rec room? Then I could have found it all along.
You never would have, since you gave up on the search the moment you were barred from the crime scene.
Sure.
Well, yeah, good point.
There's a big shelving unit in the chem lab that houses a variety of mixtures and chemicals. And that's where I found this.
Is that the poison?
It's not an especially powerful poison, but it'll still kill you if you drink an entire bottle. But the specific properties don't matter. What does matter is where I found it.
Where'd you find it?
The shelf is divided up into 3 sections, A, B, and C. In Section A, dietary supplements. In B, reagents. And in C, a variety of lethal chemicals.
And that's where the poison came from? Section C?
Well, that's the question, isn't it?
Raw poison Byakuya just showed us. I'm sure I know where you got it. Yeah, the chem lab. It's on the same shelf as the supplements, I'm positive. Yeah. Section A.
I got it! The poison was actually in Section A, wasn't it?
You just said that Section A was for supplements or whatever.
Strange, isn't it? Why would there be a bottle of poison mixed in with all those nutritional additives?
Poison's nutritional.
Yeah, so? Why?
Because the culprit switched it out. That's why.
What do you mean?
Such a nutritious
I
thing.
mean, this.
I couldn't believe my eyes. Byakuya put the ball of poison to his lips and...
Huh? Master?
Yeah, because what's in it isn't poison. We were so shocked at what we were seeing, all we could do is stand there and watch. Yeah, because that's not poison in there. They switched it with the protein. But as if it were the most natural thing in the world, Byakuya was as calm as ever.
Does that taste awful?
Yeah.
Oh no! Master's in real trouble! You have to drink some water! You can't just swallow powder! It'll stick to your throat!
But it'll go in your system if you do that.
Idiot!
You know
He
that,
just
right?
swallowed poison! We need to make him spit it out!
Yeah, there you go.
The flavor certainly makes me want to spit it out. What's so high quality about this stuff?
The protein.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the protein, of course.
Hey, we would know about it. Yeah.
Can I see that bottle for a second?
Sure. Do whatever you like.
Kyoko took the ball from Byakuya and scraped out a bit of the contents with one finger. She touched her finger to her tongue.
It's protein powder.
Correct. That wasn't poison in the bottle, but harmless protein powder.
Exactly.
Which makes one wonder, the poison that should have been in that bottle, where did it go?
Good question. The ball of poison was actually filled with protein powder. But where was the protein powder? Or where was the poison? Which would mean, conversely, the poison must have been in... Could it be... Yep, the bottle at the crime scene. Kingman's Gamble. Protein shake. No. Protein break? Protein... E. Oh, come on, bro. Protein... Break. Drink. I'm an idiot. I would never be good at Wheel of Fortune. Drink. Come on. Drunk. Those are my protein drunk. Drink. There we go. Ta-da!
Now I understand. The poison must have been poured into the protein can. If the protein's in the poison bottle, it seems only logical to assume the reverse is true, right?
Absolutely. The contents of each container were switched. So the protein was in the bottle of poison, and the poison was in the protein can. Once you accept that, it becomes obvious how the culprit was able to get Sakura to drink the poison.
Holy crap!
All they had to do was hand her something there at the scene, and she was happy to drink the poison herself.
Yep. Something at the scene. The protein drink?
I got it!
What did we
You're saying
spell
they
out in the
gave her
first
a
place?
Protein drink, right?
A protein drink which actually contained a deadly poison.
Yeah.
What?
That's all it took to kill Sakura. That is the true cause of death.
You know, I do remember Ogre saying that protein stuff was good for all kinds of aches and pains. So maybe she took it to try and help with the whole bleeding head wound thing.
But what was offered to her instead was a bottle full of poison. And I already know exactly who swapped the mixtures.
For real? Who was it?
Evidence revealing who replaced the two materials was left in the chem lab for anyone to see.
The footprints. The evidence that shows who switched them, it must be found on in front of the shelf. Footprints in the powder.
I got it! The footprints left behind in front of the shelf. That's the evidence you're talking about, isn't it?
Hair in my mouth.
I
Yuck.
visited the chem lab this morning, and there were definitely no footprints there at that point. They must have appeared around the time of the murder, which leaves no doubt that they're connected. What's more, the footprints were in front of Section A, where I found the bottle meant for the poison.
Yep.
The culprit must have gone to Section A to swap the poison and protein, leaving their footprints behind. And given how clear the prints were, figuring out who they belong to will pose no problem. All we have to do is check everyone's footprints right now. Then we'll see who...
Wait.
It was me. The footprints. They're mine.
Hina?
If you're all gonna find out anyway, I'd rather you hear it straight from me, you know?
Then Ogre's killer was...
Yep. I did it. I killed Sakura.
Just
What?
as I suspected. The footprints were made by a pair of sneakers. There was no mistaking it. And the only people here who wear sneakers are...
Sneakers, huh? The only people wearing sneakers here are... me and Hina.
I got it! Me and Hina are the only ones. Oh, so Byakuya. That explains why you...
Footprints must be... Makoto, are they yours? No. Okay, then let me see your shoes and I'll confirm their size for myself.
If the footprints didn't belong to Makoto, that left only one other possibility.
Just Hina.
Plus, Hina's been acting strange ever since the trial began. You were in an awful rush to get to the vote, weren't you?
Was
This
AoE
whole
really the
time,
killer?
You've been focused on pinning the crime on someone else, haven't you?
I can't believe it.
What about it can't you believe?
AoE of all people?
Well, it's just... the two of them were so close.
That's likely exactly why it turned out this way. Because they were so close, Sakura didn't think twice about it when Hina handed her the concoction. Hina used that trust to kill her. She deceived the victim, and she tried to deceive all of us. I have to say, Hina, coming from you, this was a particularly nasty little scheme.
I don't think AoE did it.
Is it true? Did you really... kill Sakura? And if you did, why? Why would you do that?
I found her. There in the rec room. She was hurt. She asked me to bring her that protein drink. But when I went to get the powder from the chem lab, it just occurred to me all of a sudden.
Now's my chance to kill her. That's what you thought, right? That's when you switched out the protein powder, and that's when you gave her the poisoned mixture.
Oh no, it wasn't her.
And then she downed it all at once. And then
Hold it.
She didn't do
I'm
it.
not convinced.
Hold up. She didn't do it. She's trying to take the blame. Oh, this is a power play. She doesn't care what happens to her. She's worried about Sakura. She does not care. She didn't do it. If I'm correct about this being a suicide, she is trying to take the blame so everyone is wrong and all three of them get punished for treating her so horribly. Oh, that's a power play. Jeez, dude.
You're not about to claim she wouldn't kill a close friend, are you?
That's not it.
You still don't get it, do you? The game we're playing here isn't so kind. honeyed words like friendship don't matter here. What matters is outwitting the opponent, defeating them. Not a person alive would sacrifice themselves for another. In the end, we're all in it for ourselves. Just like how this girl sacrificed Sakura to save herself.
You say that, but I'm still not convinced.
The two smart ones are going
How
head to
many
head.
times do you plan to repeat yourself?
Don't misunderstand me. I'm not saying it because of some misguided sentimentalism. But there's still that one unsolved mystery, and I'm not convinced.
Are you talking about the locked room problem?
Yeah.
Hina, if you really are the killer, explain it. How did you create that locked room?
Well,
Ah.
that doesn't matter. Just because I'm guilty, that means I have to tell you everything?
No, it doesn't. But the fact that you won't tell us concerns me.
And another thing is, she probably blames herself as well for killing her because she's the one who handed her the protein drink. If anyone, it probably was Sakura that switched it. And so when Sakura died, and when Hina left the room, and Sakura put the door up against, or the chair against the door and everything, she blamed herself. And that's probably why she called for Kyoko, and then she called for me. Ah. Well, she called for both of us, but Kyoko got there first, and then I followed up and helped her get in. That would make a lot of sense.
Surely you're not... Do you honestly think Hina didn't actually kill her?
And if I do?
Impossible. She switched out the mixtures. She's the culprit. There's no way you can doubt this.
Are you sure about that? Even ignoring the fact that I don't want to believe it, it just doesn't fit.
What doesn't fit?
I mean, why would someone leave such a clear clue like a footprint? It's too obvious, too easy.
He's right. It makes it look like you wanted people to suspect you.
I was just nervous. So, I didn't notice I'd left a footprint.
You didn't notice?
How?
Yeah, that's just how it was. What can I do?
There's yellow powder literally
Listen,
all
Hina.
over that floor.
Could you go into a bit more detail? Tell us more about when you switched the poison and the protein.
How come? That doesn't matter.
Yes, it does.
Please, I'd like to know too.
Fine.
Waste your time if you like. It's clear that Hina is the culprit. There's nobody else to suspect. Nobody else could have possibly done it.
Go ahead, Hina. Start from the moment you arrived at the chem lab.
Well, right away I went to section C and got the poison.
And is that when you spilled the powder in front of that part of the shelf?
Yeah. When I opened the bottle, I dropped it like an idiot.
I see. Okay then, go on.
So then I moved to section A and got the protein powder, and that's where I switched them. Once I was done with that, I took the protein can that had the poison in it and left the room. But I accidentally put the bottle filled with protein powder back on the wrong shelf. And because of that, everything I did got found out. And that's it.
That story you just told. First you went to section C to get the poison, then moved to section A to get the protein, right? Meaning you went from section C to section A. Do I have that correct?
Yeah.
If that's true, isn't that a little strange? Yeah.
Can you repeat that series of events one more time?
Oh, we're about to do a
What's wrong with you,
bullet.
Big Mac? You're being awfully pushy.
Why am I named
It's the
Big Mac?
same thing no matter how many times you hear it. How long until you're satisfied?
You're an idiot. How long? Until we figure it out. Until I uncover the full truth of this case. Yeah. Footprints on the powder, chem lab shelf, and source of the powder.
First, I went to section C. That's when I grabbed the poison.
Okay.
And you spilled some of the powder on the ground in front of the shelf.
Yeah. When I grabbed the bottle, I dropped it.
Okay, and then?
I moved from section C to section A. And that's where
Oh,
I switched.
bollocks.
Once I was done, I put the bottle filled with the protein powder back in Then I took the bottle with the and left the That's all there is.
Honestly, that's enough. How much longer
Yeah, because
must
there's
we
not
tolerate?
footprints going from C to A.
First, I went
It's
that's when I
only
grabbed
to
it, and
A.
you spilled some of the yeah.
Blah, 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 blah,
Okay,
blah,
I
blah,
moved from section C to
blah.
No, that's wrong.
You're crazy. You're super.
You said you went to get the poison from section C, and that's where you spilled the powder, right?
Yeah? What about it?
And after that, you said you moved from section C to section A to get the protein. But the footprints left at the scene were not moving from section C to section A. That contradicts what you just said.
Then maybe she moved in some weird direction on purpose to disguise her movements?
No, that can't be it. Remember what Hina just said?
I was just nervous, so I didn't notice I'd left a footprint. Yeah.
Hina, what's the meaning of this?
Well,
You lied to us. Plain and simple. If you look at the footprints, your movements in the chem lab are obvious.
Yep.
The powder had already been spilled when you came in, and you went straight to section A. So you never went to section C. Whatever you did there, it only involved section A.
well, you see...
What the
Yeah.
hell? What's going on here?
Yeah.
And the footprints aren't the only problem with her account. Before I explain that part, I'd like to submit some new evidence.
Which
New
is?
evidence? Impossible, there can't be.
Are you sure? After all, you're the one that gave it to me.
I did?
It was hidden inside the bottle of poison you gave me. I'm amazed you, of all people, would miss such a vital clue. A truly grave oversight.
The yellow
Just
powder.
say it already! What is it you think you found?
Was it
I
Byakuya?
found this.
Huh?
It
A
had
piece of
sunk to
glass.
the bottom of the bottle. And the hidden clue was exposed, thanks to you ingesting the powder. I couldn't have solved the mystery without you. So, thank you for that.
But, what is it?
Oh, you
You almost
still
swallowed
don't
glass.
realize? Well then. Makoto, why don't you explain it?
Oh, come on, Kyoko.
Huh? Me?
I'm done talking. Deuces. I'm out.
Fine. If you really do know, explain the meaning of that shard of glass.
Yeah, the shard of light blue glass Kyoko found in the bottle of poison. Is that the glass that I shattered? Yeah, you broke the rec room window.
I got it! It's part of the window from the rec room door, right?
The window?
The window we broke to get in was light blue, just like that. So I think that must be it.
You're right. It must be. Of course, that leads to another question. How did a shard of glass from the window get inside this bottle of poison?
What's so strange about that?
What's strange is that, according to what Hina told us,
Where was it? The bottle of poison should have been when I broke the rec room window. Or told us. It should have been on C. No, she had put the same chem lab. Oh, it would have been an A because she left it in A. That's what. No, bollocks. Are you sure it's what she said? Think harder. Yeah. Was I just embarrassed myself? Yeah. It's in here. Not the locker. Locker was empty other than the
was left on the
handprint.
shelf in the chem lab. That is what you said.
I thought they were
right,
saying
Hina?
like originally found it. No. She said she moved it
And
to.
yet, somehow a piece of glass from the rec room window made its way into the bottle.
Yeah.
Everything Hina told us was a lie?
In reality, that bottle of poison most definitely found its way to the rec room. It was there at least until the window got broken. In other words, when the locked room was unlocked. There's no other way to explain the presence of that glass in that bottle.
And then, once the room was opened, the bottle somehow got moved back to the shelf in the chem lab. Meanwhile, the protein can we found at the crime scene was planted there. That had to be after the locked room was opened. In other words, after Sakura died.
Wait, hold on. You're moving too fast. I'll grant you, the bottle of poison may well have been in the rec room when it was locked. But how can you say the protein can was put there after the room was unlocked?
Because it was on top of the glass. I said that
We
way
already
earlier.
know she was given the protein can with the poison inside, right? If that can wasn't there when she died, how did she get poisoned?
You're right. We do need to explain that. But before we do, there's something I'd like to confirm with everyone here.
And that is?
It has to do with the protein can. After Sakura's body was discovered, did anyone move it or trip over it or anything like that?
No.
What are you talking about? Is this some kind of loaded question?
Not at all. Just answer to the best of your ability.
Well, no, not that I remember.
Yeah, me either.
Not me.
Same here. Yeah, me either.
Okay then, that settles it. That proves that the protein can found its way to the murder scene after the room was opened.
Yeah.
Oh, come on! How can you say that?
Because it was on top of the glass.
You know what I don't know.
Bianca, how dumb are you? The reason she can say that is because there's evidence. There's proof that someone brought the protein can to the rec room after it was opened. Yes, it was on top of the glass. Please let me. I want to fire a truth bullet at every one of you. Source of the powder. Empty protein drink. Yeah, empty protein drink. Come on. Come on.
When it
Come on.
comes to that protein can, there's not a doubt in my mind. Until the locked room was unlocked, it absolutely was not in there.
Yeah.
So you're saying someone planted it there after we got the door open?
No. No, that's impossible. It had to have been in there the whole time. It had to be. It was in there before the rec room was unlocked.
When it comes to that protein, there's not a doubt until the locked room was unlocked. It absolutely was not.
So you're someone planted it there after
Oh,
we got the
why did I
door
do that?
open?
I'm an idiot.
No, it had to have been in there the whole time. It had to be. It was in there before the rec room was unlocked.
When the locked room was unlocked, in other words, when I broke the window, that
When it comes
Okay,
to that,
do I need
there's not a
to
doubt
take
until the locked
this?
room was unlocked. It absolutely was not in there.
So you're saying someone planted it there?
No. No, it had to have been in there the whole time. It had to be. It was in there before the rec room was unlocked.
Huh? What Kyoko said doesn't make any sense to you either, right? My inferences are never wrong. I need to think about it one more time. There must be a contradiction somewhere.
When it comes to that protein can, there's not a doubt in my mind.
Source of the powder.
Until the locked room was unlocked, it absolutely was not in.
So you're saying someone planted it there?
No. No, it had to have been in there the whole. It had to be. It was.
Okay. I don't know why I didn't just trust my gut. I'm an idiot.
You remember how there was broken glass scattered all around the room, right?
Of course. It came from the window you broke to get in. What about it?
If it was in there already,
Well,
the glass would have been on
those
top
pieces
of it.
weren't just scattered around the protein can. We also found pieces underneath the can.
What?
And this proves it. It shows that the can must have been put down on the floor after the window was broken.
Yeah.
So it had to be after we got into the room.
I see. So that's your explanation. Kyoko, earlier when you asked if anyone had moved the can or tripped over it,
If that were the case, that would explain the can being on top of the glass.
Yeah.
So you asked everyone about it to eliminate that possibility right out of the gate.
And that's made everything clear, hasn't it? As long as it was a locked room, it only contained the bottle of poison, and not the protein can. But once the room was opened up, they were switched, and as a result, the protein can wound up in the rec room, and the bottle of poison returned to the chem lab.
if that's all true, then why did Sakura drink the poison? I thought we all agreed she was tricked into drinking it because of the protein can.
Unless you drank it willingly.
No, that's not why. The only explanation is she drank it from its original bottle, knowing exactly what it was.
Precisely. She was alone in a locked room. All she had was the poison. What other possibility is there?
You're saying she drank it knowing what it was?
Yeah.
Such a ridiculous fiction is...
Exactly what happened.
Then tell us already. Sorry. Please, tell us.
Before we get to that, we need to clarify one other thing. We need to establish who exactly got the poison from the chem lab and
It
took
was
it to the rec
Sakura
room.
because of her shoes
It was Hina,
were
right?
with yellow
She
powder.
took it and gave it to Ogre.
Well, I mean,
What do you think, Makoto?
yeah. When we got the poison from the chem lab, brought it to the rec room. Well, let me like point at Sakura, or must have been Sakura,
I got it!
because she had the yellow
I
powder
think-
on her.
It was Sakura herself.
Huh? So Sakura, who was apparently murdered, just poisoned herself? What are you talking about? There's no way!
On the contrary, we know for a fact she went to the chem lab, right to the section full of poisons.
You're lying! Stop lying! Why? Why would you lie like that?
No, it's not a lie. Sakura definitely went to section C. Yoko already showed me the evidence I need. Yeah. Come on. Now I have to hit Hina with it. I have to make her accept it. Moment of truth. Yeah. Jeez, I'm doing a lot of these.
You're
I'm glad
a liar! What are you saying? Wrong! You're wrong! I'm telling you, I did it! Stop talking! You're a liar! Wrong! You're wrong! Wrong! You're wrong! I hate you!
Okay.
Do you have any kind of proof Sakura took the poison?
Yes, the yellow powder on her foot. Sorry,
Hina, did you know that
That was the best I've
Sakura's
done in
foot
the
had
rhythm.
a certain yellow powder stuck to it?
It did?
It did. The same yellow powder that had been spilled by the shelf in the chem lab. That powder was yellow, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So the powder we found on Sakura, what else could it be but the powder from the chem lab?
Wait. So, what was that powder doing on Ogre's foot?
And it was only on her instep, right?
Sakura must have been standing right there where the powder was spilled.
Yeah.
So the person who spilled the powder by the shelf wasn't Hina, but Sakura. And when Sakura dropped the bottle, she dropped it away from where she was actually standing. Which is how she was able to avoid getting it all over herself.
Yep.
But the powder still got scattered around, and some of it must have wound up on her instep. Is there any problem with my thinking?
But why did Sakura pay a visit to Section C in the first place? The only explanation is that she was looking for poison. After all, that's all that section contained.
No! It was me! The poison! Because I killed her!
No, you didn't kill her.
Yeah. The one that killed Sakura. Connection between Sakura and the poison. The unsolved mystery of the locker room. Sakura herself. There's only one way to explain it. That's why it lets me choose between the dead bodies when I'm selecting someone. Sakura. There he is.
Here's my answer. The one who killed Sakura was Sakura herself.
What? The killer was Sakura?
Wait, so you're saying it was suicide?
Yeah.
I don't believe it. I don't believe it any more than I believe I can fly.
I can't believe it either. Or rather, I don't want to believe it. But when you really think about it, everything matches up. Sakura went and got the poison. She barricaded herself in a room, and she drank it. All so she could end her own life.
Yeah.
And that explains why we couldn't solve the mystery of the locked room.
Because she locked herself in. Because, of course, Sakura wanted to create the locked room.
I got it! The locked room mystery was created by Sakura.
I'm sure she locked herself in so nobody could stop her from doing what she did.
Especially Hina.
She sat there, drank the poison, and breathed her last breath. And the empty bottle of poison rolled around the locked room until we came and opened it. At that point, someone grabbed the bottle and snuck it out of the room. And that was you, wasn't it, Hina?
Yeah. She knew the truth the whole time.
You did it to throw off the investigation, didn't you? When we found her body, you stayed right there near the door.
Yep.
Because you already knew Sakura was dead.
Then you
And
saw
because
the
the
bottle.
bottle of poison had rolled near the doorway.
That's when you picked up the bottle, right? I was too shocked to notice anything, and Kyoko was busy checking the body.
And the more I think about it, the more I realize how unusual your actions were.
I have to go get them. I have to go get the others. And shaky legs, left the rec room.
You said you were going to go get everyone else. But your real intention was to go to the chem lab and switch out the containers, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Once you were at the chem lab, you headed straight to the section where the protein powder was kept. There, you took the powder and poured it into the bottle of poison you'd grabbed from the rec room. When you left the lab, all you had was the empty protein can. Thinking about it like that, the footprints make perfect sense.
When you were done, you gathered everyone together. And once you were back in the rec room,
I got everyone. Ogre? Oh, so she's dead, huh? Sakura's been killed. I see.
while everyone else was focused on Sakura, you quietly placed the can on the ground. Honestly, I should have noticed. You should have been the first one to run up to Sakura's lifeless body.
Yeah.
The Hina I know never would have left her side in a situation like that.
So, Sakura committed suicide. In order to hide this fact, Hina undertook a series of actions to undermine the investigation. As long as you could disguise the truth, you didn't care if we blamed you for her death. That's why you didn't bother to get rid of such obvious evidence, right? The footprints in the powder and the bottle of poison? Vital pieces of evidence, and yet...
So you're saying Hina consciously deceived us to make it look like she killed Sakura?
Yeah. Just so she could get back at you three.
No! No, 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 no! I killed her! I did it!
That's enough, Hina. It's over.
It's not! Nothing's over!
It is! Actually, no. You're right. We have to end this properly.
Closing climax, yeah. Okay, so first, left notes for everyone, including Byakuya. She went in. Then Hero followed up. Oh, Hero followed up. Bashed her over the head with the thing. But the night piece came out. You wrote Toko's name in it. Next, Hero ran away. She came out and had seen. Wait a minute. Oh, okay. I was looking for this scene right here. So you'd come out, saw that, put it in there, and then left. Well, because this is the point where you bashed her head in. Well, Jill did. But where? Oh, you put it upside down. That's the magazine. Okay. I was really confused what that was. I thought it was something else. You took the Chem 8 out of your pocket, or Chem 9, whichever. Poisoned yourself. We found her. Hina, you saw the bottle. And then you took the Chem A2 out of your pocket and put it on there.
Here's exactly
That should be everything.
what happened. This case began when Sakura asked a number of people to meet her in the rec room.
That should be everything.
specifically, those people were Hiro, Toko, and Byakuya. But one of them headed out a bit earlier than the others, Toko. She got there one step ahead of everyone else and looked around for a good hiding spot.
Yep. Locker.
And she found it. She crawled into the locker to get out of sight.
Yep. There's Sakura.
Then, from inside the locker, she saw Sakura enter the room. Next to arrive was Hiro. When he got there, he mistakenly thought Sakura was going to try to kill him, so he panicked.
Yep.
Without thinking, he grabbed a nearby Monokuma bottle and attacked Sakura with it.
Yep.
Thinking he'd killed her, he hastily began covering up his crime. He took a magazine from the table and forged a dying message from Sakura. To that end, he wrote down a name.
Toko.
Toko. By writing her name, he was hoping to pin the murder on her. But of course, Toko had witnessed the whole thing. So as soon as the coast was clear, she jumped out of the locker and hid the magazine on the shelf with all the others. But in her rush, she made one little mistake.
Put it upside down.
She put the magazine back upside down. Soon after, she watched as Sakura slowly opened her eyes. She also saw the blood dripping off Sakura's head and fainted. This caused her personality to switch back over to Genocide Jack. When she woke back up, her second personality also saw the blood-soaked Sakura. And she freaked out. And just like Hiro, she grabbed another Monokuma bottle and attacked her.
And then she picked up her
This
mask.
explains why there were 2 wounds on Sakura's head. Assuming Sakura really was dead this time, she set about disposing of the evidence. She gathered up the broken Monokuma bottle shards and the queen chess piece.
Yep.
And that explains how Sakura was attacked twice with the same type of weapon.
But that didn't
But
tell
even
her.
after those 2 blows, she was still alive. So then, what was Sakura's actual cause of death?
The poison. What? Oh, I didn't lay out my reasoning right. I need to rearrange. What? Oh, wait. This. Okay, this was her hand. I'm an idiot. She put that in her
Here's
pocket.
exactly
Whoops.
what happened.
She put that in her pocket. That's
And
what
that
that's saying.
explains how Sakura was attacked twice with the same... But even
Skip. There we go.
It was the poison that Sakura herself got from the chem lab.
Yep.
She turned the rec room into a true locked room scenario, and then drank the deadly mixture. And there, she took her final breath. Later on, the rest of us discovered that her body was in there. We had to smash the door's window to get inside. But someone already knew what had happened. Knew that she had committed suicide.
Yep.
And that same someone quietly snatched the bottle of poison from off the ground.
Replaced it.
And while nobody was looking, replaced it with an empty protein can. They did all this specifically to place all the suspicion on themselves. in an attempt to guide the trial to a false conclusion. And the one who went to all that effort
Tina.
was you, Hina.
What with the drama?
That's the full truth of the case. Sakura took her own life, and you claim to be the killer to hide that fact. Isn't that right?
Just wanted everyone to pay.
That's what happened? But, Makoto, how did you manage to... How were you able to uncover the truth that even I couldn't discern?
Huh? Oh, well, I mean...
You still haven't realized? We don't all act according to calculations and cost-benefit diagrams. That's what makes us so complicated.
Yeah.
That's what you don't understand. And that's why you couldn't solve this case. See? Didn't I tell you? When you dismiss other people's feelings, it'll always come back to bite you in the end.
Yep. Sorry, not sorry, Byakuya. A. I probably failed a good bit of it. B. That's the worst I did, B? On the 1? Hey, I'll take it. I got 98 medals. Yay.
Okay. I think we can all agree you made your point. Did you guys forget already? You still haven't voted yet.
It's Sakura.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You seriously forgot? I can feel my energy draining out of me. Well, whatever. You don't really have a choice anyway. You just gotta do it.
Yeah.
Maybe you don't want to, but please grab your lever and cast your vote.
There's no execution this
So,
time.
Who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Sakura. It's gonna be colored out, isn't it? Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. The one who killed Sakura was Sakura herself.
My
Okay, we're
entire
done here.
Existence.
What did
So
you
that's the
say?
whole truth, huh? I see. But there's still one thing I don't understand.
Come on.
Tina, why did you try to cover up what happened? If the truth had come to light, you would have died along with the
What are
rest
you
of us.
thinking?
And yet you... Why did you do that?
Don't be mean.
Yeah, we almost died there.
What is this?
Because that's exactly what I wanted. What? I mean, the reason Sakura died is because all of you pushed her into a corner. You all killed her. So that's why
You should have been the one to
I couldn't
die.
let her be the only one that died.
What?
You don't mean you were gonna take us all with you? We have to atone for our sins. Because everyone, even me, we all killed her. We all have to pay for our crimes.
What?
For serious? That's...
What is
You
this?
still don't understand, then let me explain. Do you realize how much despair Sakura was carrying with her when she died? Look at this. Such brutality has made me desperate. So instead of waiting to be killed, I'll do it by my own hand. That's... I found it on the ground in front of the rec room. It's Sakura's suicide note. Suicide note? Thinking back, I should have seen it coming. It was right after Genocide Jack had attacked me. Sakura got mad and stormed out of the nurse's office. I ran out after her. And Sakura, calm down. You don't have to worry about me. I'm fine. I can't calm down. I don't care if I suffer for this. It's my fault after all. But now you're suffering because of me?
No forgiveness.
You tried to protect me. But because of me,
I can't forgive
my closest
this.
friend got hurt. Sakura,
I...
because of me, my friends are all going to kill each other. This is all my responsibility. Sakura thought she was responsible. She thought everything was her fault, which is why she wanted to find some way to get everyone to forgive her. So she asked to meet with them. You asked to meet with those three? You can't. Don't you see how dangerous that is? Don't worry, I just want to talk to them.
But,
Talk about what? Listen, don't do it. If they all gang up on you at once, even you... Hina, please don't think of things like that. They're not my enemy. They're... Sakura. She clearly believed. She completely believed in all of us. If you just talked to her, you would have understood. She was a friend to all of us. And yet...
why?
And yet... You trampled all over her feelings, and then you did the unthinkable. No, that was just a misunderstanding.
What are you saying?
Don't stand there and call it a misunderstanding. She believed in you, and you wouldn't even listen to what she had to say. Without asking a single question, you tried to kill her.
I won't
Do you have any idea how desperate she was? Seeing you act like that? That's what her suicide note means. So instead of just waiting to be killed, I'll do it by my own hand.
Why?
That's how far you'd push her.
Huh?
Sakura, what happened to you? she'd asked for. When I got there, I saw the powder, and that's when I realized. I saw that someone had taken something from the poison shelf. Sakura. So I ran back to the rec room as fast as I could. But by the time I got there, it was already too late. Sakura,
Please.
let me in. Please open the door.
Why? Why?
Why did she have to die? She had weaknesses, just like any other person. If she got cut, she bled. If someone hurt her, she felt it. That's weakness. It's normal. And yet,
Why?
you all blamed her. I tried to protect her and I suffered for it. And that just added to the weight she had to carry. And I didn't even realize it. Hina, we killed her, all of us. She pushed her into a corner and we murdered her.
Why?
People like us shouldn't be allowed to live. And that's why you tried to lead us astray. You did your best to make us arrive at the wrong conclusion during the class trial. Sakura died hating all of us. I wanted to free her of her regrets. But even that got found out in the end. I wasn't able to do anything for her. I could never face her after this.
Hey, hey,
I'm sorry to interrupt right when you're about to deliver the final tearjerker, but
hey!
it's just taking so long. I'm about to fall asleep over here. I mean, do you really think you have any idea what Sakura was actually thinking when she died?
What is this?
What did you say? Everything you just said is nothing but your interpretation, right? Your own opinion on what her suicide note meant.
What are you saying?
Of course I know what she was thinking, because her and me...
In other words...
Well, what I'm really trying to say is...
Yes, indeed.
Don't you think the entire foundation is shaky? What if it was really like this?
What the heck?
What is that?
Of course.
Isn't it obvious?
Yep.
A suicide note. Sakura's suicide note. What? But Hina already...
Too bad.
Oh, I wrote that one. It was all me, baby.
It's true.
This is the one Sakura addressed to Hina and put in her room.
Huh?
What? Then you lied to me?
Unbelievable.
Oh, don't say lie. It makes it sound so dirty. I just thought I'd liven things up a bit.
Well, now,
I can't help if you totally took my little scribbles at face value. It didn't even have Sakura's signature on it. You filthy little... I'm not filthy. I didn't do anything. Did I falsify evidence? Did I affect the outcome of the class trial? The case played out between you and you alone. You were the ones jerking each other around. Heck, even if the will had factored in, it still would have been between you guys. So what's the problem? This is all part of the production process, okay? And scene. Cut.
And?
So then, what did she write in her real suicide note?
What are you gonna do?
I'm glad you asked. For your benefit, I shall read it using my melodic, angelic, harmonic narrator voice. No, I'm not.
Hey!
But you know, haven't you ever been curious about the whole suicide note thing? Who came up with the idea of leaving a note when you kill yourself in the first place?
But hold on.
And isn't it just so unfortunate? Killing yourself is just so final, you know? You can never hear the rest of their story. The truth is lost in darkness. Gives me the willies.
Enough already.
Would you get on with it, please?
Yes, indeed.
Okay, geez. Talk about a buzzkill. All right, here we go. Ahem. My good friend Hina, there's something I have to tell you. I hate to do it like this, but you need to know. This is my final wish.
As you know, I've been giving information to the one who's imprisoned you here.
It was our first night in the strange school that the mastermind came to see me.
You see, the mastermind took control of my family's dojo and demanded I become their tool.
You might not see the importance of a dojo, but my family has watched over it for over 300 years.
I couldn't let it be destroyed under my watch, so even if it meant my own life, I had to protect it. That's how I saw things.
However, that was my greatest weakness. And because of that, I made the mistake of giving in to the mastermind.
And what the mastermind wanted from me was nothing less than murder.
They were probably worried that until the first murder had happened, nothing would move forward. But what neither the mastermind nor I expected was the incident involving Sayaka. At that point, the plan changed. The mastermind told me to hold off, to wait until we reached another stalemate.
However, as I lived here with all of you, as I lived here with Hina, my resolve began to weaken.
Watching everyone fight with such despair, trying so desperately to stay alive. I saw the weakness in my own heart, the mistake of succumbing to the mastermind. And more than anything,
I cannot betray those who would call me their friend.
that's how I came to feel. So that's why Sakura...
I've made a decision. I will no longer retreat, no longer compromise, no longer regret. I've made my decision. I'm going to resist you.
Of course. But, of course, because of that, I decided to reveal her secret, which made everyone else hate her. Her decision to stay true to all of you led directly to all of you hating her for it. Ironic, isn't it? Or maybe oxymoronic. Or just moronic.
Of course, I understand if you all hate me. All of this is because of my own weakness.
I'm perfectly willing to accept whatever attack you may want to make on me.
So this is my atonement for betraying you. That's what I had in mind.
But unfortunately, that's not enough. This won't end with just me accepting your hatred.
My own situation has started having an effect on more people than just me. which is exactly what the Mastermind wanted when they revealed my betrayal.
My betrayal brought suspicion, disharmony. The Mastermind knew that eventually it would escalate into someone murdering someone else.
Of course, I'm still responsible for that as well.
I have an obligation to get this situation under control. And to fulfill that obligation, I've decided to do as the Mastermind has commanded. I will do as I was told and commit murder.
But I've decided the one I'm going to kill is myself.
If the Mastermind demands that I kill someone, then that someone will be me. Then my dojo will be safe, and above all else, none of you will have to kill anyone. When I die, the source of conflict among you all dies with me. For that, I'm willing to give up my life.
If it can save you, then sacrificing my own life could have no greater meaning. Whatever you think of me, please know that you are all my most treasured friends.
I've never had people like you in my life. Dang. Then Sakura didn't feel cornered? She didn't die hating us?
No
Believe
way.
every word of it. She wanted to stop us from fighting, to protect us?
Correct.
She didn't end her own life because she was weak. Quite the opposite, in fact. She was strong. Too strong. That's why she killed herself. She chose death for herself in order to protect the rest of us. To sacrifice so much, no normal person could do that.
However,
It was only her limitless strength that made it possible.
Finally, Hina, I want to apologize to you especially.
The reason I didn't tell you any of this is because I knew you would try to stop me. I'm really, truly sorry. But please don't be sad. If I can thwart the Mastermind's plans, if I can keep you from killing each other, that's enough for me. This is the path I have chosen. This is the only way I have left to distinguish myself. And you can use this note to bring the class trial to a quick end. I'm so sorry to ask you to do something so unpleasant, but I have to leave the rest to you. Please talk to Byakuya, Toko, and Hiro on my behalf. I can't tell anyone about my plan while I'm alive, but I wanted you to understand why I'm doing this. In the end, though, I hope to show myself through actions and not words. Hopefully then they'll
I
see.
never saw you as my enemy. You were only ever my friend, who I wanted to help as much as possible. Hina, whatever it takes, survive. Survive along with everyone else. No matter what, just survive.
But
This is... I don't understand. I didn't understand how she felt. Not at all. I thought we were close, and still...
What are you gonna do?
But in the end, all her meddling was like totally pointless. She died so young. She died so you guys wouldn't try to kill each other. But you almost ended up doing it anyway. Thanks to you, her death had no purpose at all. In fact, it was because of her stupid meddling that the rest of you nearly bit the big one.
Too bad.
She deserves all the blame. Everyone blame her. Go ahead. She deserves it. Now then, the next victim has been decided. What do you mean, next victim? Nobody here blames anyone. Huh? First of all, you're in the wrong for tricking Hina with that fake suicide note. And plus, Sakura's death wasn't a waste.
Say what?
Huh? Because she made us remember, we're not enemies that hate each other. We're friends who need to work together.
You know?
Damn straight. This is all because of our misplaced hatred.
Well,
I don't blame her, I can't blame her. And nobody can blame Hina either. Whether or not there was a spy never really mattered, because the one we need to destroy is you, nobody else.
What?
What the
do you
heck?
want?
That's not how this is supposed to go.
How strange.
But anyway, are you sure about that? This killing game is a competition between all of you, remember?
Hey!
Your enemy is each other. He's absolutely right about that.
Phew.
Ah, lovely Byakuya. You understand, don't you? This is a life or death elimination match. The only way to survive is to win. There can be no doubt that there are rules of the game. That those are the rules of the game. Which is why I am bowing out of the game. Huh?
Naturally.
Sakura and Hina were both willing to sacrifice their own lives to deny the reality of the game. Thanks to them, it would appear the others have cast aside their fear for this game.
Don't make me
There's no
repeat
point in
myself.
participating in a game which has lost that sense of excitement. Which is why I will no longer participate in it. What's going on here? Now, I only have one thing to look forward to.
Clear.
And that is to heap the harshest possible punishment onto the one who thinks they can control me. Byakuya, does this mean... Don't misunderstand. I haven't been moved by some thoughtless sentimentalism, if that's what you're thinking. Wherever Master goes, I go, and if the mastermind turns out to be a guy, maybe I can catch him on fire. Everyone.
Hey,
Well, now can you say that Sakura's death had no meaning? How boring. But nothing good can come of this. I'm still gonna be the one having the fun time.
What the heck?
The fun time? Anyway, let's forget about that good-for-nothing backstabber and get back on track.
You want me to
It's the
punish
moment
you
we've all
guys?
been waiting for. Punishment time!
What?
Wait, but Sakura was technically the killer, right? And she's dead? You're not gonna... Is it me?
Wrong.
Oh, heavens no. Just because the Blacken is dead doesn't mean I can just sub in whatever old student I want. Didn't I tell you? I'm very particular about the fair times one rule.
Listen up.
If I spent so much time preparing my special punishment, it'd be a shame to let it go to waste. So for my special punishment, I have prepared a special guest. Special guest?
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time.
What the hell do you mean it's punishment time? Oh no! They found her. I mean, I figured, but dang, man. Excavator destroyer. I don't think that thing can move that fast, but okay. Nice ball. Well, all right then. Yeah, I figured they were gonna find it. You suck, man. You turned him into a mangled hunk of junk. Dude, that really took it out of me. Maybe I'll go grill up a plate of chicken. After all, they say for post-workout grub, chicken's where it's at. And I'm all about the grilled goodness. Fried, broiled, give me a break. The color, the smell, the succulence. Grilled is where it's at.
So,
I realize how dangerous it could be. But still, I have to do this. I'm scared, but I can handle it. I don't really understand why, but when I think about everyone else, my courage starts to grow. You might think I'm just some inhuman AI, but it's true. So it's okay.
gonna do my best.
If it's for the sake of everyone else, I won't be afraid. Alter Ego's words raced through my heart and soul, and my disbelief gave way to raw anger. The anger turned to fury, black and muddy and boiling over. It bubbled up through my body, quickly overflowing and shooting out of my mouth. How dare you? That was my friend. How dare you kill him?
What's the matter?
Huh? You are friends with a laptop? That's pretty pathetic. What's next? Friends with a basketball? Shut the hell up. He wasn't just a laptop. He was my friend. And you killed him. Is this what you call animism? Where a soul dwells within all things, even like laptops? Well, you can call it whatever you want. Bottom line is, it got in my way. It was trying to find things out, all sneaky.
Just as I thought.
So you finally noticed him.
Actually...
Finally? No. I knew about it from the very beginning. I knew Chihiro was doing something with the laptop, and I knew you were using it to analyze data. I knew exactly how it was all going to play out from the start. What? Yeah, I
What are
figured
you
as much.
thinking?
You knew, and you were still cocky enough to let us take the plunge? Yep. Well, I mean, the data in that laptop, it was, I guess you could call it a gift from me to you. Or maybe more like a reward in honor of you being able to unlock something so difficult.
Hey,
So, of course, I didn't care if you got access to that. But sneaking into the network was just too personal. So I had to do a little, reformatting.
I want to be able to help.
I want to keep being useful to everyone. Or helpful to everyone. I want to work as hard as everyone else so that we can all get out of here. Alter Ego wanted to fight for us. He wanted to help at the risk of his own life. And for that, he was killed. Yeah, the punishment time has made me feel a billion times better.
very nice.
Experiencing a meaningless death is so soothing. It makes me remember that every low can get even lower. No, his death wasn't meaningless either. Everybody who's died so far, the deaths of each and every one of our friends, they all make us stronger. I swear to God, someday you will pay for this. Holy moly, you're super mad. Like, just unreasonably upset.
Well...
Okay, time to bring things to a close. Oh, but before that,
Uh-huh.
I need to read the postscript.
What?
Postscript?
Yep.
Yeah, there's a little bit more left of Sakura's note. Huh? Do I have your attention? Okay, then, here we go. Prepare your ears for the dulcet tones of yours truly. One other thing, Hina. There's something I'd like you to tell the others. Hopefully it will act as a clue to help you unravel the mystery of the school. What? A clue?
Hina.
I've spoken with the mastermind off and on for the whole time I've been here, and so I've learned one thing, which is the mastermind has done something to us. I think what they've done is... Oopsie daisy, that was a close one. Another word, and we would have been hip deep in spoiler territory.
Bad.
Okay, I don't want to ruin surprise, so book club is dismissed for the day. What? You can't just stop at the most important bit. It makes your brain rumble and tumble, huh? It makes you so mad you don't even friggin' know, huh?
You guys...
That's the whole point, stupid. It's to get back at all of you for hardening your resolve. Fine, but at least Sakura's note, like I'd ever let any of you greaseballs have it. But
Too bad.
it sucks for you, loser. Wait, what's this? What is it now?
What?
There's one last line in the note. And let me just say this to the mastermind. I'm not going to just lay down and die. I will fight you, you bastard. No matter what. And that's seriously it. Huh? Wow, what a stubborn loser, huh? She won't lay down and die. She'll fight you. Well, whatever. Who cares what some dead musclehead has to say?
Well...
Okay, I'm out of here. You guys should try to get some rest, Maybe take some time to reconsider how you approach this school life of yours. Are you sure you don't want to graduate? Can you really cut free from the regrets of the outside world? Think about that. Think long and think hard. Those were his parting words to us before disappearing. But what was that all about? Sakura's final message, her last clue to help us solve the mystery of the school. The mastermind did something to us? Kyoko said something like that before, didn't she? It was after Celeste's trial was over.
You...
What did you do? What did you do to my body?
Who?
What?
Hey,
Answer me. What did you do to my body? The mastermind did something to our bodies. What are they saying the mastermind did? What did the mastermind do to us? I mean, did the mastermind plant a bomb in us or something? And if we try to leave the school, a sensor goes off and the bomb explodes? I've seen stuff like that in movies and comics and stuff, so it's not totally unheard of. No, I feel awful just thinking about it. I can't afford to acknowledge thoughts like that.
Yo,
So the class trial is over and Monokuma's gone.
but
So now what do we do?
Yes.
What else is there? Other than head back up? Oh yeah. Okay, let's get out of here. But I, must still feel responsible. Dial back that ego a bit, girl. The kind of mystery someone like you could pose is absolutely no threat.
Not possible.
I would never have lost to that kind of challenge. What are you talking about? Kyoko and Makoto are the ones that figured everything out.
Stop talking.
Shut up. Seriously, I'm sorry. How many times do you plan to apologize? How about you make that the last one? I haven't reached a point where I need someone apologizing to me more than once.
Sorry.
Okay, I see what you mean. Then I'll try. Huh? That was totally normal. That totally wasn't normal, right? Did she just capture his flag?
No, 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 no!
I cannot suffer the existence of someone who would disturb the romance between me and Master. What are you talking about? That's absolutely not what's happening here. Why would I ever go for a sleazeball like him?
What did you say?
Sleazeball?
What the heck?
That's right, I called you a sleazeball because you are, sleazeball. Apparently you still have a death wish. Oh, more biting sarcasm. No wonder you don't have any friends.
No, 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 no!
Hey, stop fighting with Master. You're making me jealous. I want the abuse give and take. Me. I guess it's not so easy for everyone to act like friends. Well, that's just how it is for now. Jeez. And so Sakura's class trial came to an end, and we returned to the world of Hope's Peak Academy. And the story wasn't even close to over. Time kept marching on. We all went back to our rooms before long night snuck up on us.
This is a school announcement. It is now 10 p.m. As such, it is officially nighttime. Soon the doors to the dining hall will be locked, and entry at that point is strictly prohibited. Okay then. Sweet dreams, everyone. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite.
Nighttime descended and pulled me down along with it, down into sleep. I can't remember the last time I'd fallen into such a deep sleep. But the night still wasn't over for me. A voice. I could hear a voice. What? Okay. That's gonna be all for now. Looks like we're about to dig into something juicy. I can't wait. God, that was such a long episode. I've been sitting here for so long. Yeah, so Sakura killed herself. That sucks. But we still have 6 students, so there's a silver lining somewhere. Should have had 7, but we have 6, so we'll take it. For now, that's going to be all. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button down below as well as the bell icon, so that way you can find out what the hell is about to start happening this time. And until next time, I'll see you all in the next video. Black Sentinel, logging out.